About to hear is an interview of an 86-year-old Russian immigrant, Lottie Berg, who immigrated here in 1921. She tells of Russian life dating back to before the Bolshevik Revolution. What were the living conditions like in Russia?
They're living in never dead. You go on the street, the bandits used to be wild, they shoot. You was afraid to go. When you go lay down for the night to sleep, you wouldn't sleep in the bed or on a couch. They shoot through the windows. We slept on the floor. We used to spread out rags. We used to invite people in the next house. They should keep us company. We should sleep together. The next night they say, "Now you got to go to us. Keep us company. We wouldn't go every night to you." And that's what how scared we was. And sometimes they shoot in through the window and they kill a man and a wife, but that was 2 streets away from us. We shoot in.
What were the houses like?
The houses, one floor, a chatke, not 2 floors. We didn't have 2 floors. In the fancy streets like Voransk, they call it Voransk, there was 2 floors. But we couldn't afford to live there. That's when there was the millionaires. We lived in the poor streets, little houses, with straw covered the roof and the top. And there we lived. And that's where we living. The floor I left, that was like you exist. 1 minute you live, the next time, and the next minute we could be killed.
What do you remember about the government at the time?
Very nice. We used to go on the street. We wasn't afraid. We used to go to the dances. We wasn't afraid. But after, and you turned over the government, turned over they call it the Bolshevism. The Bolshevism. They was kind of people they didn't care. They didn't care. They kill you and they go away and they left. They come and they go on in the street. A dog comes over, bah, bah, bah. Who killed him? That's what the life. And to live in a place where it's such an atmosphere. But things we come out in time. When we went to America, quiet down, and we took the wagons, freight wagons, and we went to the border, the border. Then you got to cross the water. And there was good. We paid money, and we went over, and on the fields was working girls and boys, and they say, "Where you going?" We going we going over there where he was born. But they know it's a lie. But that's where he got the answer. We going We're going there, we going there where he was born.
Okay. What were the clothes like in Russia?
Oh, my cool. Clothes, you wear a skirt a week, 2 weeks around you could wear. You got to put that on a towel around you and wash the skirt, and then got she should dry and wear the can. You can go on without anything. Yeah, you have to run a towel, and then you go around the skirt dry out, you put it down. in the richer people, they had nice clothes. But the rich people didn't stay there. The rich people went away in the big cities. You heard Kiev?
Yeah.
The rich people went away to Kiev. And they left the houses. And the houses was ruined. But they didn't care. They saved their lives.
What kind of schooling did you have in Russia?
I didn't have no schooling. I had a private teacher. He went to school. He was very educated. That was my cousin. And he used to give me lessons. And that's where I learned to write and read. Or he gave me lessons. He didn't took a penny of me. Yeah, he was poor. My father was poor. We used to live on a quarter a day. What's this for the quarter? We went to the market. He bought 10 potatoes, 10 cents. We bought a glass cash, 5 cents. Just imagine spend $1, and that's what he lived every day like this. He didn't have no meat. Who could afford the meat?
But how many people was that, the potatoes and the kasha?
Like in my house, my father and mother, and I, and 2 brothers. We were the borscht and kasha. Mama cooked a borscht. The borscht is like cabbage and potatoes and water. And a kasha is a kasha. And that we used to live the whole day with that.
What did you do on your free time?
I used to crochet. I used to sew towels and crochet. I saw at that time a woman paid me 50 cents. I crochet a pair of socks. She gave me a cord.
Were there things like dances and...
In the better times, was dances. This was a big hall. We used to go and band boys and girls. And I had even my teacher, he learned me to dance.
And who was the ruler in the better times?
That still was the Tsar. Everything in the better category is the Tsar. And after all that, the Tsar, and they killed him, the country went wild. Country went, you know what happened.
Why did you leave Russia?
We left, we should live.
Who did you leave with?
I got married again. My first husband died. I was a widow. And Uncle Sulam, you remember my son, he came and I got agreed with him. He said, let's get married. And I got married. I went to his comment, his city, and over there we stayed Friday night and Saturday night and Sunday we left for America.
What was the trip like over to America?
It was very hard, very hard. No, the conditions, we didn't pay too much. We ran on the cheap rates. But it was a little food, bread. Yeah. I come from Russia here. When I come on that asylum, I saw a black man. I got scared. I run and I say, sure, a black man.
There were no black people in Russia?
No. I say, a black man, and I'm sure. He said, oh, I'm sure. You see when you come in the America or the people that was on the ship, you see a lot of them. I say, I saw already 3. I was scared. After when he told me that in America is a lot of black people, I cried out. Oh. And we left Saturday night. Saturday night when we had nice people going.
That's from Russia.
Yeah, we start to move from warfare. And after the daytime, we passed by fields. Girls and boys was working on the fields, and they joke around, and they fool around a little with your uncle. And that's we had a wagon, a guy with 2 horses in a wagon. But we had money. We need money, we need to pass the bread, or we need to pay. But then we should keep the money in a pail. We kept the money, and the pail was hanging on top of the wagon. That was the safest place. And whenever we need money, we used to go on hire. We used to take out money from there, and the rest we left, and we paid. And that's the way we come like this to the border. The border to move is not so easy. You got to pay everybody onto the table. Nobody should see you pay them. And there is a little snip, a lotke. You know that what they're doing, and the boy is going on the water and they with the vessels. Huh? A little ship. How you call that? What they going on the water and they train with the vessels, so they go with.
The one is the rowboat.
Yeah, and like a rowboat. You then on the rowboat. That's what they were. Saturday.
Do you remember what year?
1921. 1921. That's what everything in 1921. And we sit down and we went over the border. And that's so dangerous. You know, one look, the border, that's a little ship, a little one. But even I and an uncle and Sydney, and there was my brother and the sister-in-law and a little boy. Even though it was nice, even though it was nice and quiet. And on the other side, they placed us in a house. We couldn't walk around outside. The refugees, they call it refugees.
This was still in Russia?
Yeah, and that was already on the other side border. That was already like Romania. It was already in Romania. Romania is a nice city. I was by the Romanian palace. We walked around there. We were the palace, we were the trees, we were the beauty. And there was a lot of places to go, but they told us not to go too much. People should look on us too much. It was the theater, the biggest theater in Romania, and we want to see it. They didn't let us. But Romania is a nice city.
And then what happened after you left?
You know, how they left. We went with a bootje, not a ship, a rowboat. And we went over, and they took us in our hotel. We went in that hotel. I remember that hotel and the boss's name was Brenner. And the boss then in that hotel was they took us in that hotel like a city. And the boss went to England that day when we came. His son got married, he went to the wedding. And everybody, that was our hotel. The waiters and the waiter says, Mr. Brenner, you should we'll send you a telegram and we wish you happiness and you should answer us, Mr. Brenner. And we know Mr. Brenner was a very terrible boy. And they say, no, that's a nice name. And he went to England. And there was the doctor, here was the doctor, and two blacks was a ship to go ahead to go to England. And he went to the ship and he saw the ship. And after he took that ship and he went over the border. And it wasn't such a pleasure. Everything was with scale. Everything was with scale. When they asked him, where you gone? We gone to Lottie, we gone where he was born. He couldn't say, we gone to save for life. Now, that means where he was born. And that's the way we ran over the border, and we was already in Romania. And Romania is such a people that you only look by your money. And we had plenty money. We had the money not paid. We had a lot of money. And that's the way we end. We travel and we travel.
Was that all your money?
Everything we needed. My owner used to go onto the Berg and take out and pour some money, and we use it. But we had a lot of money. We took out in the whole country money, a lot of money. I had a lot of money, my husband had a lot of money. And through the way you spend it. And we left Romania not so easy. And we stay in Romania 2 weeks. And till the number come, we got to go on that ship. And the number come, we went on the ship. Right, what's the name of the ship? I got some play on the thing. And we went on the ship. And he come with the ship to me like,
Was the ship very crowded?
no, not too crowded. There was enough people, but not too crowded. And when I come to America, we come on Ellis Island. You know Ellis Island? I saw a black man. I got scared. And Sam said, that's all right. That's the kind of people in America. You'll see them a lot. And I wasn't scared. I was scared. And after we stayed there 2 nights, never sign up. And my brother took us off. He went down in the ship. He went down the steps. He went in on a little ship. The little ship brought us to the right place. And we come to Newark. We were to place stop was Newark.
What here?
If my brother was that one. Yeah. He lived in Jersey. Newark. You're in Newark.
Okay.
And
What were things like when you arrived in the United?
when I arrived in the United States, everything was near novelty. I never saw such a things like that. Like I saw a lot of cars. As people got so many cars, I say. And in the whole country, when it used to come a rich man with a car and he passed the city, hundreds of people used to run. I used to run to see the car. And my mother once says, what kind of place you live in? She didn't know that's a car. I said, Mom, and that to that place, and this is a wagon. But that is a car, and because with that horses. Oh, she says, when we want to see that car, was hundreds of people. You couldn't pass by. You want to see the car. The first time we saw the car in Russia.
And when you came over from Russia, where did you live in America?
There I lived. It's right. The first place mine was 209 100th Street. 209 100th Street. And there was a big place where furniture, but the storage things there, a very big place, and that was near that place, 209 100th Street. I lived. And after, Sam brought down a laundry. The laundry was in Second Avenue, on First Avenue, 1809 Second Avenue. In London, I remember the number, 1809 Second Avenue. And there used to pass by pushcars, and once a pushcar man passed by and he saw Sam, he almost think, "Sam, what are you doing here?" He said, "What do you mean? I'm an American." And that's my laundry. We had a laundry, 1809 Second Avenue. And they took around and they hugged and they kissed me. Who knows, then when he was a small boy in here, and all of a sudden, they met him in Second Avenue. And that was 1809 Second Avenue. A laundry.
Were you poor?
Yeah, really poor. You know, now its prices then used to be 13 cents a shirt, the Russian press. It used to be a towel, 5 cents, the Russian press. It used, in a sheet was 8 cents. That was very, very low prices. But we lived through. And after that laundry, we had another laundry, after. 49th Street. We had a laundry there, and upstairs I had 3 rooms. Behind from the laundry upstairs was 3 rooms. And there was very, very low prices. We hardly could live through, but we lived through. And after that, we sold that laundry. We went to Tracy. And to Tracy. And in Tracy, what you did in Tracy, Sam, in Tracy he didn't have no laundry, but he worked for a laundry. He worked for the Phoenix. They had a steam laundry, the Phoenix steam laundry. He worked for the Phoenix. And it started to get better and better. And he made more money. And now the time passed by. And what was after the Phoenix? Yeah, after the Phoenix, it was on 49th Street. On 49th Street, we didn't stay too long, 6 months.
What kind of books did you read when you were in Russia?
Once I show you, I got still the book well. When I was in Russia, I read Russian books, not so.
Who were the famous authors?
I'll tell you, I didn't buy books. Wherever I had a chance to borrow somebody, but I couldn't tell you the authors. I used to read. I used to read the most Jewish books. But when I could have on a English book and a Russian book, I couldn't because buying, I didn't have no money to buy. And so I used to borrow the family, but in and read. In one book I read, I think I got Tisuću одна noć, 301 night. You know that 1001 Night, the book? I'll show you the book. It's a wonderful book. 1001 Night. That's the book I read. And I still got it. I bring it. And what it like. And it's a reading. The musicians was wonderful. But, you know, the weddings used to be poor. It was a little food, and the people was glad to grab it, and it was a poor life.
Do you remember who the famous musicians were? The composer?
The composers. And right. Well, one side was Martin, the Filmspieler, was here from one side. And here and afterwards, like you say, a composer was, and the other one is Martin. The second one is Martin. One is Tulsik. Yes.
How many?
Yes. I was young. I came to America. I'm now 83. He came to America 1921. And he went through a lot of bad times. But it wasn't a scare. He could live. He didn't need to hire from the bandits and shoot into the window. You know, he didn't sleep in a bed. He used to shoot into the windows during the day on the floor. The bullets couldn't get it. And he was alive. And the food, when we grabbed a dozen potatoes, was like heaven. You go in the market, and it was quiet. We went to the market. The women used to bring out potatoes, cash. When we could only grab it, we had something to eat. The price was not accepting. The price we pay is much to ask. You know, it used to be a dozen potatoes. We used to buy about a dozen potatoes. It used to be 20 cents. That was a lot of money because we used to buy it for 5 cents. And after the pogroms was 20 and 25 cents a dozen potatoes.
What was the pogroms? That was after the revolution?
Yeah. Everything after the revolution, all the pogroms was. Before the revolution was no pogrom. We lived very nice and peaceful. And after the revolution was pogroms. A lot of people was killed on. A young cousin of mine, a boy, 21 years old, they killed him and they slept into the water, threw him in the water. And what a boy, a educated boy. We used to go to a bridge. The bridge underneath is water and on the top is the bridge. We used to run over the bridge. Nobody should make a joke to push it. The pushers in the water. That's how the life was dangerous. In the little towns, they kill out all the Jews. In the big towns, the Jews people had a little protection. Police, sometimes the police used to save them, but in the little towns, there was no police.